Okay, greetings from Music City, USA. Back for an update. I've got a pretty good stack of records that I bought this week, and I also ran into a stack of somebody's metal CDs from the 90s and early 2000s, but ran across a smoking deal down the road. I live a little less than a mile away from what I would consider the best record store in Nashville, and so that's a blessing and a curse, you know, as you can imagine. One thing about it is they have this section of CDs that is the very scratched section, and so, you know, everything in there is priced anywhere from a nickel to $1.25, and that would be for like a double or triple CD set or something, you know. But the thing is that over 50% of them are not scratched at all. I mean, some of them are just in mint condition, and a lot of them are. So I don't really know how they rate their stuff, you know, how they come to the conclusion to put one CD for 15 cents here and then put the exact same CD on the other side of the store for $7.99 or $8.99. But it's fine with me because I know when I moved here to Nashville, I had about 800, 900 CDs, and well, I've been here for a little less than 3 years now, and I've got right under 3,000 CDs, and 98% of them came from there. I was going 2 or 3 times a week and getting at least 20 CDs at a time. I mean, you know, you can't pass up certain things, and I've got, I don't know, at least 50 or 75 duplicates, you know, because you know how it is, just the records are the same way. If you run across a record and the price is too right, if you have it, it doesn't matter, you're going to buy it again. You know, you can gift it or you can save it, whatever. So anyway, I'm going to jump into this fast and try to run through these records reasonably fast. These are nothing really new. The top one, I believe, this first one, I think, is the only one that I bought new, and the rest of these are just older things. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag, mostly hard rock. But this one first, the Slider T-Rex, everybody knows about it. Just got it a couple of weeks ago, and it's, you know, it's the new the reissue on 180 gram, and I still have the original that I got many years ago, like 20-something years ago, and it's just, you know, it's trashed. So you know, I've spun this 2 or 3 times, and it sounds great. It sounds wonderful, and that's just an awesome album. I don't have to say anything about that album. A couple of Billy Idol records that somehow I didn't have. The Don't Stop EP. I used to have this. Now I had this on cassette back when it came out, and it was pretty cool. I think I got it through Columbia House or something when I was a kid, and it had all 4 of the songs on side A, and then side B was an interview with Martha Quinn, the MTV VJ from the early 80s, and I had a crush on Martha Quinn. I think most kids my age did, for whatever reason. But yeah, and I always enjoyed listening to that. I wish that the record was the same way, but instead they just made it a 4-song EP. And then also, this is one that I ran across on eBay. I've got a couple of these in here too that I'm going to talk to you about. This is one of those that I ran across it, and somebody had like a $2 bid on it, and you know how it is if you're kind of just cruising eBay and you see something for $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, and you go, well, hell, I'm going to throw a bid out there because there's no way it's going to go for that cheap. And next thing you know, you get a message saying that, yeah, you got it. So anyway, this is pretty cool. It's just a White Wedding single, but side 1 has parts 1 and 2, and side 2 has just part 2. But man, it's in beautiful shape. It's on a white vinyl, And but it is. I mean, it is mint. I mean, everything. You know, got the nice glossy. The nice glossy cover, and yeah, and the vinyl is like it's hardly ever been played. So that's pretty cool to add to the Billy Idol collection and the Generation X collection. Here we have X Wild Gift. This is the second X LP, put out in 1980. I think it was 1980. Yeah, 81. 1981. Okay, sorry. But this one has White Girl on it, and We're Desperate. You know, it's not near as popular as their first one, but it was also produced by Ray Manzarek, as the first one was. It's the only two X records, and two of the only records at all that Ray Manzarek produced after his after the Doors years, and you know, and on their first one, Los Angeles, they do a pretty cool cover of Soul Kitchen by the Doors. What we're listening to right now, Mott the Hoople, Brain Capers. I think they were really enjoying themselves, man. They got some funny names. Death May Be Your Santa Claus, The Wheel of the Quivering Meat Conception. I don't know. But this is a really good record, you know. I mean, it's hit or miss with Mott the Hoople with me, and you know, this I don't know, it's just good 70s guitar rock, you know, it really is. And then here's another. This is Mott, when they were just using the name Mott, and not as crazy about this one at all. Yeah, I'd give it an okay. And okay, here we go. I got a couple Susie Quattro albums the other day that I didn't have. Susie and Other Four-Letter Words. And this is from 1979. You know, I like a lot of Susie Quattro, especially her early stuff. You know, the Wild One, that Can album with what, 77 Crash, or is that what it was? I don't know. But yeah, up through the 70s. Up to 79 pretty much, and this one was also released in 79. If You Knew Susie. Okay. But yeah, this one's, I think I like the other one a little bit better. You know, she does a cover of Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo on here, and she also does a cover of Breakdown, the Tom Petty. Breakdown, go ahead and give it to me. Susie Quattro. Here's one that I like, and I argue with a lot of people about it, whether it, you know, is a good record or not. Is it worth somebody's, you know, well, like a decade of somebody's life and millions of dollars? No. You know, I think Axl Rose pretty much, you know, fell out of his tree there a while back, a long time ago, years before this thing came out. But no, I mean, as a whole, I like the album. I like the first album better than the second one. But you know, Shackler's Revenge better. Street of Dreams, If the World. There Was a Time and Catch Her in the Rye. Those are all solid songs to me. And yeah, you know, it's not, you know, Appetite for Destruction. That's for damn sure. You know, if you wanted some of that good old, you know, glam gone to hell scourge of rock and roll, then forget about it. It ain't gonna happen. Dokken, breaking the chains. I got these to upgrade. However, this one is not in really good shape as I thought it was. But now this one, man, I used to love this album so much. It's not love, just a great, you know, big power ballady thing. But you know, In My Dreams too, same kind of vibe. But yeah, the Under Lock and Key. Then this one is in superb shape, awesome shape, love it. Great Dokken album there, and one more also in mint condition. Back for the Attack. You know, another solid Dokken album, and you know, Don's still at it, man. He's still churning them out, and according to some people, his new stuff's good. I haven't given it a try. I don't really know. I can't say anything. I can't comment on the new Dokken, but you know, this stuff, man. Mr. Scary got the Dream Warriors, the Nightmare on Elm Street song on there. It's pretty awesome. The Tygers of Pantang, best of. You know, back in the 80s, late 80s, when I was into this kind of music, I've got to admit, this is like the one band that just totally, you know, flew under my radar, I guess. Yeah, I knew nothing about these guys until many, many years later. And, yeah, you know, just another good, solid, hard rock, you know, low end of heavy metal band. Tygers of Pantang. You metal guys don't have to tell you anything about that. You know more than I do, probably. And that's the only Tygers of Pantang album that I have. But I figured it's a good place to start. You know, might as well start the best of. Hey, this is another one of those eBay. You know, cruising eBay, ran across something, I think like $2 or $3, and I said, hell. I know there's a song on here that I like, so even though I'm not a huge fan at all of the band, I went ahead and threw like a $3 bid, and I won this album. Yeah, Public Image Limited, and for my money, there's one more, and I think it's their second one, that is good, that's decent. But yeah, this generic album, it's I didn't have anything on it. Like, I don't even know the names of the songs. Now it does have the one that they had the video for that is just terrible. It's You May Be Wrong, You May Be Right, You May Be Wrong, You May Be Right, and it's just a horrible, horrible song. Why the hell you would put that out as a single? I have no idea. I mean, it doesn't rhyme. It just repeats itself. It's just bad. And you know, and a lot of PIL stuff. I just can't. I can't do it. You know. But this one, yeah, it's a good record. Good enough, anyway. Here's another upgrade for my metal collection. Judas Priest, Point of Entry. Heading Out to the Highway. A good album, a really good album. You know, not their best album cover. I'm not really a fan of either of the, you know, they have the two different versions of the album cover for this one, and yeah, they're both lacking in my opinion, especially considering how badass Judas Priest album covers can be. I needn't say anything about that. Album of the year, Faith No More. This album I bought this on CD when I was on my way to go out of town to get married, and so yeah, you know, it's kind of got a, you know, not the best memories. You know, I'm not married anymore, so but I am a Faith No More fan. I just went and saw them with a good friend of mine, and we went to North Carolina. We went to Durham, I think. Can't remember where we went. Winston-Salem, and we saw them. I don't even remember who opened for them, but it was a good enough show. You know, it was good. There's, you know, they've still got it, but yeah, I got this at Books A Million, man, and at a 50% off, 10% off. But my God, I had $40.99 on this thing. $40.99. This is a single freaking music on vinyl album. 41 damn dollars. Yeah, right. The great thing about it though is I had another 20% off coupon. So, what, I got 80% off? Yeah, I'll pay that for it. Another Mike Patton project, Mr. Bungle. Actually, Mike Patton's band before he joined Faith No More. And yeah, most of you are probably halfway familiar with this, and if you are, you either probably like it or hate it. A lot of people hate it, and I can see how a lot of people would hate it. You've got to be in the mood for this stuff, man. This is not an easy listen by any means, you know. Yeah, you know, once again, it's one of those that I got back when it came out, and I like it. I like all of the Mr. Bungle albums, but once again, man, I've got to be in the mood, and the older I get, the less I'm in the mood. But you know, glad to have it. Glad to add it to the collection. Oh yeah, Slayed Alive. And Slayed Alive Volume 2. This is another one of those gatefold, you know, twofer things, which is pretty awesome because I used to have Slayed Alive. This jacket isn't in the greatest of conditions, but just like the Britney Fox albums I had the other day, this is set up the same way. It's got you know, the original backs, if I'm not mistaken, here, because I know this one had the gatefold. It had like a big comic cover on this side, but yeah, two really good concerts. And once again, just one of those 70s live albums that I don't know what it is, man, or what it was about the 70s. I personally do not like live albums much at all. You know, I would much rather do something studio. You know, unless I'm at the concert, I don't want to listen to a live thing. You know, I don't know. I just don't. It's just not my cup of tea. But you know, a lot of these, man, that came out in the 70s and stuff, you know, Kiss, Rush, even Frampton, you know, all those classic live albums from the 70s, there's just something about them, man. They're just fucking awesome. This is supposed to be an upgrade. I got it off of eBay or Amazon, eBay, I believe. The first Vinnie Vincent solo album, Vinnie Vincent Invasion. And my God, man, this thing is thrashed all to hell, but the vinyl is in good shape. Yeah, I got it as an upgrade, but then I went and noticed that I didn't have this one anymore. I do have All Systems Go, which, in my opinion, I don't know, I like All Systems Go better than this one. I've argued with a person or two about that, but I don't know. I like the, you know, the whole Mark Slaughter The Love Kills, another Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, you go from Dokken to Vinnie Vincent with Love Kills on All Systems Go. But yeah, oh Vinnie Vincent, man, I tell you, what happened to that poor cat, man. I know he moved here and became a recluse, and he just, yeah, I think he disappeared or something, right? Does anybody ever find out where he was? Oh, and I've got to say a quick rest in peace to Phil the Animal. Yeah, man, from Motorhead. One of the drummers from some of the best stuff that Motorhead ever did. Yeah, he just died a couple days ago at I think he was 61, and I was really bummed to hear that, because a big fan of Motorhead, and of him personally, because I play drums myself. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna zip through these because I yammered like I always do through those records, and I know I've taken up too much time. Unfortunately, I'll probably have to cut this into 2 parts because I can't do more than 15 minutes at a time. But yeah, the whole story about the CDs, the scratched CDs, or scratched CDs. Most of these are in very good to mint condition, and somebody must have just brought in all these. I'm sure they all came from the same person. But anyway, I paid anywhere from a nickel. Most of them I paid 15 to 25 cents for, which is just crazy. Cannibal Corpse, Live Cannibalism. That's a really good sounding live album for death metal. Another live one, Nuclear Assault. The old, what was the Hannibal Care Tour? Yeah. Nuclear Assault live. These next 4 or 5 I've got already, but I'm going to check out and see what's in better shape. First you got God Hates Us All. And then, Diabolus de Musica. I don't know. Slayer, March or Die, and Overnight Sensation. Speaking of Motorhead, Halloween, Time of the Oath. I did not have this one, so glad to add that one to the collection. I do have a copy of this, Super Joint Ritual. This is the, what is the name of that? I can't read it. Something about the dose of American something. Hatred. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Super Joint Ritual. Machine Head. Burn My Eyes. Machine Head. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, yeah. Force of Habit. Exodus. Never had this one. You know. If I wouldn't have seen Exodus on the side here and I just saw that, I would be like, no, that's not an Exodus album. Looks like a freaking Genesis album, or a, I don't know, you know, Thompson Twins or something. It doesn't shout Exodus to me. And I had to look it up to say, is that another band named Exodus? The Spitfire Collection, Testament, awesome. Add that to my Testament. I don't have that one. Cradle of Filth, Cruelty and the Beast, little double disc deal. Yeah, never got much into Cradle of Filth, but I'll check it out. Killswitch Engage, same way. You know, I've heard them here and there. Oh, this is a good one. Eyes to Earth. Yeah, this tribute to the gods. It's some badass covers. Creatures of the Night, Number of the Beast, Highway to Hell, Burning for You, God of Thunder, Screaming for Vengeance, Dead Babies, Cities on Flame. Jesus, it's a long way to the top. Black Sabbath and Hallowed Be Thy Name. I mean, yeah, that's the shit. And a really good band that I didn't get into until late, and I need to get more of their stuff. I think their stuff was just reissued on vinyl. So, if I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong. Somebody can correct me on that if I am. This is, I have no damn idea what this is. Oh. Iconoclast. Heaven Shall Burn. Iconoclast. Iconoclast. Is it Iconoclast or Iconoclast? Iconoclast. Yeah. But Heaven Shall Burn. I don't know. Don't know anything about it. And last but not least, this Pantera Walk single, which is pretty cool because it's got different mixes of Walk, Fucking Hostile, By Demons Be Driven, Cowboys from Hell, and here it's Say! Excuse me. So, yeah, that's it. That's it for that. And, yeah, a few things I got this week. Oh, I just ordered, man, last night I just ordered a boatload of stuff. God, I'm an idiot, man. I'm blowing away too much money. So, yeah, in the next week or less, I'll do another update. And then I'm gonna break down some collections. I like to do some collection videos, you know, maybe a Motorhead, and I talked about maybe doing the Plasmatics collection. I don't know. I'll think about it and see what may be entertaining, and maybe what hasn't been done. I don't want to keep showing the same thing that you know everybody else has. I would like to show something that has interest to people. So anyway, yeah, I'm out of here. Have a great day, and we will see you later.